Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Another Russian massive missile and drone attack on Ukraine energy facilities. They attacked 5 oblasts and they destroyed power facilities. In this video, I will show you what kind of missiles the Russians used, what kind of airplanes, the location where they took off, the oblast targeted, the oblast where the airplanes took off. I will show you some maps, some pictures of the aircraft, as I said, and I will show you how many missiles the Ukrainians claim they downed. And let's get it started. We got Ukrainska Pravda here, the first one that I'm going to use, and it's from April 11th, 2024. Large-scale Russian attack on 11 April. Ukraine's air defense destroys 57 out of 82 Russian drones and missiles. The Russians also used Kinzhal hypersonic missiles in this attack. Here is the evidence, all these drones and missiles down. This is right there for you to call in power in front of the United Nations, providing the evidence. Here they are, destroyed. So remember, with the weapons of mass destruction, with their mobile labs, facilities that Saddam supposedly had all over Iraq. Okay, don't forget that one. That was a lie. Russia launched a large-scale combined attack on Ukraine's critical infrastructure on the night of 10 to 11 April. Air defense destroyed 57 of the 82 aerial targets launched by the Russians. This is according to Lieutenant General Oleshchuk. It is reported that the Russians launched a combined missile strike using various types of missiles and attack UAVs on the night of PPP. The main focus of the attack was the Polish side of Ukraine, which is Lviv Oblast or Lvov Oblast, which is right here by Poland. This is Poland here, and this is Lvov, and Lutsk is here. This is going to be part of Poland when or if the Russians keep moving westwards. These guys are going to take over to protect their Polish-speaking population over there. Just a peacekeeping mission. So we have here in total the Russians deployed 82 air attack assets, and we have here what kind of missiles they used from what and what kind of drones as well. I'm going to go to the next article though, and I'm going to return to the who's who, what's what. This is from the New Voice of Ukraine. This is an earlier article. Ukrainian air defense intercepts 21 Shahed drones in southern Ukraine amid Russian overnight morning assault. And it said the wreckage of UAV fell on the property of power facility in Odessa. Everything is just debris, is never a straight target unless the Russians provide a video, right? The Russian military attacked the south with several waves of drones targeting the power system. Air defense shot down 7 UAVs in Odessa Oblast, 8 in Mykolaiv, and 3 each in Kherson and Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. So we have Odessa, we have Mykolaiv, we have Kherson and Dnipropetrovsk. So this is Odessa, Mykolaiv, Kherson, and Dnipropetrovsk right here. So all these things were attacked with drones. And you'll see Kiev, Lvov or Lviv and Kharkov will be attacked with missiles. A fire broke out, Russian April 11 attack. Russia launched another mass attack on Ukraine using Shahed kamikaze drones, cruise missiles launched from Tu-95 MS, I will show you that airplane, aircraft, and Kinzhal hypersonic missiles from MiG-31, and guided air missiles from Sukhoi 34 jets overnight. So Sukhoi are the ones that are side by side seated bombers. The energy system of 4 regions, Kiev, Lviv, Zaporozhye, and Kharkiv, came under attack, with 2 DTEK thermal power plants suffering serious damage. So let's see what these guys are, including Zaporozhye, Kharkiv, Lviv, Kiev. Lvov, Lviv, Kiev here, Kharkiv, Kharkov, and Zaporozhye here. So it's like a triangle, not really a triangle, but whatever it is. Okay, back in business. Let's go to the next article coming to from the New Voice of Ukraine. Ukraine's air defense forces destroy 57 of 82, and this is the same thing with the first article. And let's see where these guys launched and what kind of missiles they launched. So they launched 20 KH-101, KH-555 cruise missiles from Tu-95, so Tupolev 95 MS strategic bombers. Launch area Saratov Oblast, Russia. That is Engels 2 Air Base. But let's go to the airplane first. This is the one that was used. This is called Bear by the code name by NATO. Tu-95s launched from, this is Saratov Engels 2 Air Base, and this is my evidence that they are over there located. And we're going to see geographically where this airfield is, by the Volga River. And this in the south, here is the elbow of the Volga River, which is Stalingrad, if you remember the encirclement of Stalingrad and so on, and liberation. Here, this is the Caspian Sea, this is the Sea of Azov, this is the Black Sea, and here is the Crimean Peninsula. Here is the Dnipro River that cuts Ukraine from, let's say, north to south and flows into the Black Sea. Here is how the border of Ukraine used to be with Russia. So this is where they took off and bombed wherever, to Lviv, west, north, east, and a little bit here to Zaporozhye, south. So that is, let me show you another map, somewhere into the northeast. This is where the location of Engels 2 Air Base is. Okay, that's one thing. Now they launched 6 air-launched KH-47M2 Kinzhal hypersonic missiles. So they launched 6 from MiG-31K fighter jets, launch area Tambov Oblast, Russia. Now it's obviously 6 MiGs used 6 Kinzhals because that's the way it looks. You got one Kinzhal underneath the belly of one MiG-31. This is the beautiful plane, and we're going to see where this took off. So that was Tambov Oblast, and that is right here in the east, a little bit northeast. This is Tambov, which is a little bit southeast of Moskva. So from here they took off and they did whatever they did. And we also have the Sukhoi 34s, right? It says 12 S-300 anti-aircraft missiles launched from Belgorod Oblast. Belgorod Oblast is right here by Kharkiv. This is Belgorod Oblast. And 40 Shahed 131/136 strike UAVs launched from areas near Primorsko-Akhtarsk, Russia, and Shauda, Crimea. So Primorsko-Akhtarsk and Shauda, both of them are by the Black Sea. This is by the Sea of Azov. Let me show you where that is. So this is the Crimean Peninsula. This is the Kerch Bridge. Shauda, Cape Shauda is right here where my strong hand is. This is Cape Shauda. This is one place, one location, and the other one is in where my strong hand is again. This is Primorsk-Akhtarsk. And that's the evidence for you. Right there. So these two locations used drones to attack. So from here and from here, they used drones to attack the lower part. The Odessa Oblast, Mykolaiv Oblast, Kherson Oblast, and the Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. These were attacks by the drones launched from this part, when I already indicated. It says 4 air-to-surface KH-59 missiles from the airspace over the occupied part of Zaporozhye Oblast. Air-to-surface. So this could be, and I think they are, the Sukhoi 34 jets that were launched from Zaporozhye, and I will show you the jet. Zaporozhye is here. This is the Zaporozhye Oblast, north of the Sea of Azov. And let's look at the MiG-31. Let me just open a little thing here because I didn't have it ready. MiG-31. Not 31, what am I talking about? Sukhoi 34. Okay, let's pick a beautiful picture here. Yeah, this one will do it. Let's get it framed beautifully, and here it is. So this is the Sukhoi 34 bomber. As I always say, you can distinguish this from the other Sukhoi like 27 or 30 or something like that, because it has this little nose, like a duck nose, mac, you know, that kind of duck. It has two side by side two pilots. It has these little flaps here right before the wings. Okay, so with that being said, we cover that one, and it says 57 targets were destroyed as a result of the air defense efforts. 16 Kh-101, Kh-555 cruise missiles, 39 Shaheds, 2 Kh-59 guided missiles. No Kinzhal, well, because the Kinzhal stays away from the Ukrainian Kiev, right? Because over there are mighty Patriot systems, therefore the Russians can't do shit over there. Sputnik. Russian armed forces launched massive strike on Ukraine's fuel and energy facilities, Ministry of Defense says 2 hours ago. So this is returning the favor, but the Russians started attacking those kind of facilities, if you remember, at the end of 2022, when the Ukrainians tried to destroy the Kerch Bridge. Remember, Medvedev said, if you do that, we're gonna... And then it was that massive attack from October 8th or October 9th, 2022, until about February 2023. And then it was a pause, and then again. Now, I think these guys are returning the favor. And this is the stupidity here. The Ukrainians and the Russians destroy one another's energy facilities and whatever they have in infrastructure, you know, but the order comes from far away to the Ukrainians. But these guys are destroying one another, and these guys destroy the Russians' oil refineries and pipelines, ordering these guys, just used as tools. Unbelievable. And the Russians destroyed them, this guy destroyed them, and the other ones will win, like after the Second World War. The Marshall Plan will come over, and the bankers will get fatter by, helping reconstruct what someone else destroyed. We know who those someone else's are. The strike was in response to attempts by the Kiev regime to damage Russian oil and gas industry and energy facilities, the Ministry of Defense reported. And I'm quoting, in response to the Kiev regime's attempts to damage Russian oil and gas industry and energy facilities, last night the armed forces of the Russian Federation conducted a massive precision strike using long-range air and sea-based weapons. Did you hear anything about sea-based? No, because I saw I just read a title of a Ukrainian article, I think it was Ukrinform, saying that the Russians had only one Kalibr cruise missile vessel in the Black Sea with capacity of volley of 4 missiles. So I don't know if those were used. The Ukrainians did not report anything. These guys say, on the other hand, we used sea-based weapons as well as unmanned aerial vehicles on the fuel and energy complex objects of Ukraine. The strike objectives have been achieved. All targets have been hit, end quote. The Russian Ministry of Defense reported on Thursday. The ministry added that, and I'm quoting, as a result, the operations of Ukrainian military-industrial enterprises have been disrupted. The transfer of reserves to combat zones have been disrupted, and the supply of fuel to units and military units of the armed forces of Ukraine has been hampered. End of quote. Furthermore, these are the destruction the Russians are reporting. Furthermore, the Russian rocket forces, aviation and artillery destroyed 3 Ukrainian depots of missile and artillery weapons, as well as aviation munitions, along with a launch pad of the S-123 surface-to-air missile systems, the defense ministry stated. reporting on the progress. I'm not going to look over that. Let's go to another article coming from the Russians too. This is Russia Today, reporting on the operation, or the attack, on a strike. The same 11th of April, Russia conducts massive strike on Ukrainian energy infrastructure. These guys reported more than that. Correct? Correct. The barrage undermined Kiev's defense industrial base and derailed military logistics, the defense ministry said. Russian forces have unleashed a wave of powerful high-precision strike on Ukrainian energy and oil facilities across the country, the defense ministry has said. The attack was carried out in retaliation for recurring strikes on Russian territory, officials stated. In a statement on Thursday, the ministry said the same thing, pop. This is what we read in Sputnik. All facilities have been hit. And we have here that officials added that the attack has disrupted the work of Ukraine defense-oriented enterprises while hampering the transfer of troops and the supply of fuel to Kiev frontline units. Ukrenergo, this is the company with supplies energy to Ukraine, the national power grid operator, said that the barrage has damaged energy facilities in Odessa, Kharkiv, Zaporozhye, Lviv, and Kiev region. Why do they say Lviv when right here they say Lvov? But right here, the Russians call it Lvov. These guys are Russians and call it Lviv. They call it Kharkov instead of Kharkiv. And Kiev regions. It added that Kharkov region, which borders Russia, have been affected by an emergency shutdown. Ukrainian president, he's Ukrainian as I am Zimbabwean, claimed that Moscow has used more than 40 missiles and 40 drones in the strike, only some of which had been intercepted. Next. Ukrainska Pravda. Let's see what the Ukrainians report on the damage. We got remember, Russia Today telling us, and we got Sputnik telling us. Now let's go and see what Ukrainska Pravda has to say. Russia damages Ukrainian power facilities in 5 oblasts. We already mentioned the oblast. Russia has damaged Ukrenergo substations and generation facilities in Odessa, Zaporozhye, Lviv, Kharkiv, and Kiev Oblast as a result of a massive missile attack. The Russians have carried out a new missile attack on energy infrastructure facilities. Enemy missiles, we already got that one. The company also added that emergency outage schedules had been applied in Kharkiv Oblast. So it seems like Kharkiv right here has been badly pounded, damaged. Currently, no consumption restrictions have been applied in other regions. So, did we miss anything? No, we got the airplanes, we got the location where they took off, we got the angles to airbase, we got the number, we got the damage, the oblasts that were attacked, the facilities, the goals that were all achieved, all targets were hit according to the Russian Ministry of Defense. So this is for now. I will make another video after this with a specific no, it's not thermonuclear, but then an energy facility in Kiev, I think, that was damaged, seriously destroyed. I think that was what the word the Ukrainians used on that one, and I will, what they say, destroy major Kiev power plant. I'll make a video with that detail. I said thermal power plant utterly destroyed in Russian attack. So that's next. Well, these guys are fighting, and the other guys are counting the money and how their stock goes up or down. That is, speculation. We have a lot of people who made fortune based on these speculations, knowing of when these guys attack and what they attack, or what's going to happen in a certain country. George Soros is a smart guy, definitely, and you can make a lot of money if you have some information that revolution will break out in a certain country. Then you're sure to buy certain stocks, and you're sure to get rid of certain stocks, and then you get, I don't know, maybe billionaire when that happens. That's the easiest way. Why do you think these guys in certain legislatures make a lot of money with inside trading? Is it what it's called? Yeah, when they get information what's going to happen, they know what's going to happen, and they buy. Hey, investor, do that, buy that. Never mind. I just have a gut feeling, and then boom, United States of America bombed. I don't know, Honduras, Hopalopa, or Venezuela, and then the oil price fluctuates, and these guys, hey, oh, I was just lucky. 265% profit in their dealings. I read an article on what's her name, that corpse that is still around, Nancy Pelosi. I think she is the record breaker in the U.S. House with I think 250 some percent, about something like that, where like returns. Let's say if we go on the stock market, let's say we get an average of 6, or let's say the S&P goes about 6% return on average. No, she got like 250%. No, and she hired the right Steins, I guess. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.